Alright, we're at Grand Central Station here. Alright, I'm back. So let's see, where are we? This little reel here. Kind of forget where you're at, you know? This is cool here? No, that's not, where did this? Oh, this comes back in here. That's where that one went. Okay. So, she was in there like so. Let's give her a few more drops. You know, you should take pictures when you do things, if in case you get stuck. We're working on fishing reels. You get a little overconfident sometime and think you got it figured out, and no, you didn't pay attention, or you can't recall because but we'll figure it out. Okay, so we have a couple of shims. There's 2 shims. All right. Okay, one shim is going to go right here. So when you can't get a shim up, it's always, use a brush. Okay. So we have to put a shim here. I believe that helps keep that on track in there. I could be wrong why it's there, but okay. I'm putting it there. Oh, I know. It's because of the housing. So here we are. Okay. Come on, let's get a hold of this. Oh, see, there's another little track in here that we need to put grease in there. That's where the pin slides back and forth on the crosswind. So we'll get some grease there. Make sure we put some in there. Yeah, there's some in there. All right, let's get some paper towel here and figure out that way. Put some grease on there. There is grease here, but let's put some on the side here, just in case there's contact. Alright, use an artist brush to put on grease. Nothing new here. I've learned this from all the best on YouTube, and I gotta say, I think Dennis Kuntz is one of the best. Very thankful for his help along the way here, working on fishing reels. Alright, she did marry up in there pretty good. Okay, so we got to get a screwdriver. Okay, we got a screwdriver here, and I forget which one it was. Okay, it'll take both, Phillips or flat. Let's try this one. I just live here, folks. Washing machine, daughter number 1. Very thankful. So as I'm doing this, my mind will kind of wander into 5 different things. And here we are, Friday night, and I get to work on a fishing reel. Tomorrow I'll work on this one. This one needs a drag washer and a bearing. It also needs to be serviced and clean, clean and serviced. Can't wait to get this one done. I finally got the material to make the drag washer. So I'll be doing a video on that one. So, okay, we got the shim on there. Good. The other screw. Got one more screw. Where are you? I don't see it. Did I lose it? Probably. Oh, it's over here. Okay. So it's always good to work in a parts tray when you're working on reels. And I have all kinds of parts trays, ideas, and sometimes I just need a box. But this was all cleaned up, so. But I like to use pill bottles. And I fill them with WD-40, and I put all these parts in there, and I soak them in WD-40. And then I get my toothbrush and clean them. and take it further from there for cleaning. If it needs, sometimes it's real stubborn, you use triple F stainless, I'm sorry, triple F SOS, no, triple F steel wool. So that gets, you put WD-40 on steel wool, and boy, you can get some you know, tarred up grease off pretty easy, or easier. Okay, so I've already messed up, see? Get ahead of myself. I do this all the time with spinning reels. So the rule is, when you got a spinning reel apart like this, and when you don't follow the rule, you end up having to backtrack. And that's what we're doing. We're backtracking here. So you always want to get that rotor on as soon as possible, because it's going to haunt you if you don't. You're going to be taking the rotor off again to do something else that should have been done, or it's just the sequence of events is always conducive to put the rotor on early into the surface of the reel, because you're going to find that that rotor needs to be bolted on there so you can get the axle shaft in for the oscillation of the spool. So, okay, see, I missed a step. You know, daughter number one got me all nervous about what we're doing here, because we're doing laundry. It's Friday night. So I encourage you to like and subscribe my channel. I may have a video that may benefit you on service and repair. You know, I do work on reels. I know I have a video on that I maybe mentioned this already, but you know, I charge $15 to work on a reel, and that's the service. And this is what we're doing: service, cleaning, then putting fresh grease and oil. But if there's any repair, like a bad bearing or something wrong, that's part of the service, because you got it all apart. So there's no sense in, you know, taking it down again. Okay, we got the rotor here, so let's put some drops of oil on here. And I like to put a little dab of grease, except I don't know where I put the brush now. Interesting how, you know, where'd you put you? It's probably right in front of me, huh? Maybe not. Oh, it's on here. Okay. Yeah, here's the brush. Grease here. Okay, I got to get some new grease, some more grease. I'm out of grease. Took me 2 years to get through one tub of grease. About 2 years. I think about 400 fishing reels I went through. Not kidding. My wife is wondering what we're gonna do with all these, and you know, she's gonna sell them for what I told her I paid for them. Hopefully one of my survivor friends will get in there and say, hey, no, that reel, you better sell it for this price, because that's what it's worth. It's not a $5 reel. Well, how come she's not going on? I did something wrong. Oh, this isn't there. Okay. All right. When you get really oh yeah, this one was gusseted. One of these goes right in there. It's one of those tight fitting ones. Leave with the Shimano. Yeah, she's not gonna go. So let's try it this way. Couldn't be that easy. So I work on all reels. Alright, she did catch. Yeah, she's really tight, so something's wrong. Oh. something really bad here. Well, you guys got me live, so you haven't heard any cuss words yet. I have it backwards. Could have it backwards. That's probably what I did. Yep, had it backwards. Okay. That little part can go either way, and I got it wrong. Now we got it right, so we get to do it again. Okay, so let's put this back together. So again, working on spinning reels, you want to get that rotor on early on in the service. I keep saying things over and over. Hey, I'm getting old, you know. Talk to myself. Well, let's see here. What am I doing that's not getting it in there? Okay, she's on. All right, rotor. Let's get the rotor on. And what's interesting about fishing reel grease, it just disappears. You think you grease something and you got grease in there, and then you handled it, and then it's like, wow, there's no grease. I don't have any grease. Where'd the grease go? It's just refined. It's just a refined grease for fishing reels. So we got some there to you know, 2 pieces of metal there touching. So let's put this on there. All right. Okay. So this one here, I am amazed by fishing reels, the way they're made. This is a Silver Series reel, and if you go look at the, yeah, I sure did that one. I got it boogered in there. You go look at Penn Slammer, and you look at this reel today, it makes me wonder, patent go out on Slammer, or was Penn paying attention? Because the drag washers are on the outside, they're not on the inside of the spool, they're on the outside. It goes, you know, hence Slammer. Beautiful reel. All right, so we got that boogered in there pretty good. So let's try and, yeah, just kind of, yeah, okay. So there we are. Have I worked on these reels before? This is my second one. So I don't know what the boy's playing in the back. He's trying to write music, and he's a musician of the family. So between the dishwasher and the music composer, it's Friday night. All right, where's that? There it is. Here we are. Okay. I like putting oil on here. You can put grease. I just think oil glides better. It may not hang around. Okay, so what did I do wrong now? Let's put this off again. Yeah. Oh, that's what I did wrong. There's no, I was looking for the pin, for the screw. There's no screw, it's a pin. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you don't pay attention. Okay, I got it hooked. So she's sliding in that channel. Well, is it in the channel? Yeah, it's in the channel. No, it's not in that channel. There it is. It's in the channel. Okay, now we can put this link arm back on. Boy, that's a loud washing machine. Yeah, we had to fix that one. Yesterday. What's wrong with it? On the lid. The latch. Yeah, I think it's amazing how this kind of stuff, yeah, a little plastic thing on the lid of the washing machine just clicks on there. It won't run. It won't work without this thing. Okay, I thought it was the actual switch mechanism. No, it's plastic. Okay, all right, next diversion here. So we got drag washers here. This is why I call it the slammer. It sure looks familiar. I mean, I'm gonna own a slammer one day. I just think Penn was paying attention 30 years ago and said, maybe we can build one like that. And here's a slammer. Alrighty, let's see. We got that on. We got the shaft on. Boy, this reel's coming together. So here we are. We've got another. Okay. We got more parts. So here we go. And I'm just gonna keep going here. Where's my screws? I'm being told to pause.
Wait, just wait. Pause your movement. No, you're fine. Any crinkles. Okay. Now you can continue.
All right. Sorry, folks. Just do what you got to do, and we'll live. We live here too, so. Sometimes I think we raise a prima donna. I don't know. Nah, she's a good girl. I'm just a cranky old man on a Friday night, and working on reels puts me in a good mood. Yeah, I keep slamming the cabinets over there. That'll put me in a good mood. I don't know. It's like one day when they have to pay for their own cabinets, I wonder if they'll slam them. Cause I gotta go over there now and tighten the hinges on the cabinet, right? Because the hinges bust loose because we slammed the door. So when I'm working on reels, you're gonna learn a lot about other things that are crossing my path. Because there's everything else pulling you away from working on reels. Well, what did I do wrong here? Because we got this anti-reverse. See, I did it again. I missed it. Darn it. Okay, I knew I was. See, this is the. The third one I'll work on this MLZ series. I think I'll finally get it right, the right sequence to work on stuff. So we got the anti-reverse dog. Well, it's not really an anti-reverse dog. It goes in the back of something. I really forget. That's anti-reverse, so I missed putting that in. So she's all got to come apart again. I think I'm gonna lock that door so they can't come in here and interrupt me. And I'm not editing anything. This is how it is over here. So okay, keep slamming doors and driving me at the wall. I wonder why I'm a cranky old man. Because it's Friday night. Alright. Back to the drawing board, folks. Gotta pull that pin out. Okay, so. Shoot. I probably shouldn't show this video. Right? Where I want to put those anti-reverse dogs is not where they go. And what was I thinking? Alright. Quarter back in. That goes in. Anti-reverse dogs. This has got to go on something. I may have to go back and look at some photos here. Booger. Where are my parts? What am I missing? Oh yeah, there it is. See, that's how it goes. You have two of these that mesh together at the same time. So there's that little pin right, the shim right there. No, that's not where that goes. So I got a shim. Where does this shim go? Oh, I know where this shim goes. Okay. So we gotta put those two on there. Okay, and I like oil on these cogs. I think anti-reverse dogs, I like to hear the clicks, positive clicks, and oil does that. Grease can make them softer noise maybe. You can also make it to hang up. All right, let's try this again. Put the rotor on. There we go, we got anti-reverse now. Okay. If you ever work on a Shimano reel, you need bit drivers. So, alrighty, so I just don't think you have any kind of consideration for me tonight. Okay, we'll close the door. I think I'm going to put a lock on there. So leave me alone. Ay, ay, ay. It's Friday night, folks. Hey, that sounds good, right? Feels good too. Okay, let's get this going here. Dang it. There's two shims. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's locked in. You always want to make sure you know the orientation of this, if it's up or down. And this one is up, and I know it because of the wear marks on the back of it. So here we are. Okay, where's those shims at? I guess it had two shims, folks. We'll see. If it doesn't, it'll be tight. These usually reels got that much tolerance, they'll just get tight on you, and then you know you got a shim in the wrong spot. All right, this reel's coming together, folks. Finally. Well, if you're still watching, thank you for for enduring all this. But I sure like this series of reel. I like all reels. I work on all reels. And this one here, I'm not sure the date. Maybe in the 70s. If it's made in Japan before Korea, that's going to be early 70s. And this is made in Japan. Now, Penn stayed in Japan with their Silver Series. They didn't go to Korea, which is kind of interesting because I've got a lot of Shakespeare reels, Korea, and I got a lot of Daiwa reels that are Silver Series that I got from, early ones that are made in Japan, and then I got the ones that are made in Korea. Incidentally, the ones made in Korea and the ones made in Japan, I really can't tell the difference. They have the same standard of construction. So that was something I noticed working on the Daiwa reels. And then Shakespeare, I guess I never seen any from Japan. They're all from Korea. That was the Alpha series. Okay, she's on. Oh, what a beautiful reel. Okay, I like the left hand. I'm right-handed, but for some reason on a spinning rod, on a trout rod or spinning reel, I like it on the left for cranking. I don't know why. What's this one go to? You find extra parts. So that's got the teeth. That tells me it goes here. Oh boy. What did I do to get that one? What did I miss? So I guess we gotta come in here. Yeah, the pantry's here too, so that must be the food. And that's why they come in here. See, they gotta do laundry, and then there's food. And there's a cranky old man sitting in the path, in the way. Huh. I don't know, folks. I did something wrong. I'm gonna have to find that screw where it goes. Well, it'll let me know pretty soon, I think. So feel free to ask any questions in the comments on any fishing reels. Oh, that just feels so nice. I love it when a reel comes together. Even when I got an extra part. Huh. I wonder if this is from a different reel. What was I working on earlier? It got put in here. Well, it's a part. I know it's a part, so I'll have to figure out where this one goes. I don't see it. Everything went back like it should. It's just beautiful. So we gotta put some oil here on the handle. Oh, that got nice and quiet. I didn't put any oil on the bail. WD-40, but to clean it. Wow, she is a smooth reel. I think I'm going to put probably going to put 12-pound fluoro on this, and then use a lighter leader. I have put 30-pound braid on my Mitchell. They're about the same size, the 308. It's just a beautiful reel. I can't wait to try it, and not try it, catch a fish with it. I just love the sound of a Silver Series reel. If you want it quiet, now you put it in neutral. And then you got your drags. Yeah, the drag washers on this reel are just amazing to me, that they would put them right there. And these are in good shape. I'm wondering if I can get a new one. Just to put a new one on there, you know, to have a Carbon Tex washer, a new Carbon Tex on there. But it's just amazing. Well, thanks for being with me through this process. Just want to give a shout out to the first responders. Thank you for what you do when you come rescue us. We just take it for granted that when we need you, you're there. We don't like it when you got the red lights on us to give us a ticket, but maybe we earned it. So, thanks again, you folks, and have a great Friday night.